Wiz just wanna have fun. Wiz just wanna have fun. Wiz.
I don't fucking know, dude.
Man, that was
We'll try it again.
Y'all were talking about watch cringe. That made me cringe.
Yeah, exactly. That was bad.
Welcome to episode 2.
We have a mysterious guest who has to stay anonymous. What do we call you?
You can just call me G, the watch guy. That's my Reddit handle. So
G. Okay, we'll call you that. A little special thing about our guest is he's a level 40 Rolex watchmaker, which
that's right.
I'm trying to figure out what that means because it sounds like a fucking Pokemon card.
Yeah.
And it's like you're like a level 40 Charizard or something. But why don't you tell us?
So there's basically different levels to Rolex certifications. And so I think all of my coworkers on the sales team, they're like level 20, which means they have been trained to size bracelets, and that's it. And then level 30 is like a step above that, and you can do some of the modern movements and like oyster perpetuals, like simple stuff like that. And then level 40, which is where I'm at, you can do the professional cases. So Submariners, GMTs, Explorer 2, that type of thing. No, Sky Dweller is level 50. There's like 3 of them.
And so
level 60, my mistake.
And you're restricted to like the modern.
No, not
stuff?
exclusively.
Okay.
So I can do basically anything with a 5-digit model number and above.
Okay.
So that's like the 16013, which is like, your grandpa's date just.
Yeah.
I do a ton of those.
Oh wow.
But you can do 1675s.
I can do 16750, but anything with a 4-digit model number is out of my certification range.
Okay.
Hold on. So he said level 20 changes bracelets.
Yeah.
Different size. What the fuck is a level 10?
Yeah.
I
He just
don't-
greet you at the door?
I don't know. Yeah, so the next level up for me would be Daytona, which would be level 50.
Level 50. That's
Yeah.
the boss.
That's
That's the boss right there.
That's
Does that
where I
include
wanna-
the Zenith toner?
I don't think so. No, it's only the last 2 generations, like since the
that's a
Daytona went
4-digit,
in house.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Zenith is 4 digits.
So what's the highest level that one can hope to achieve?
So,
and do you have to kill someone to get up there?
I think that's level 60, which is Sky Dweller and Sea Dweller.
Damn.
There's like, I think last time I heard there was like a handful, maybe 5 watchmakers in the States that were at that level.
5.
Yeah, yeah. So that's the ultimate goal. But
Don't worry, folks. It'll be number 6.
Yeah, he'll be number 6.
one of these days.
I was thinking, how did you become this Rolex watchmaker? And in my mind, what I was thinking, what I was playing in my head is probably not reality, but what I was playing in my head was that you're this like abandoned pauper in the streets of Geneva, and Jean-Frederic Dufour picks you up into an orphanage and sets you on your way and teaches you everything. But that's probably not what happened.
That's pretty close.
That's pretty close, right? I almost got it right.
Basically, I got into watches when I was like 11 or 12. My granddad gave me a pocket watch, and then sometime in high school, I tried to take it apart and I broke it. And that was basically what started me on the like, okay, now I got to learn how to fix it. Then it was like a snowball effect. The more I learned about how to, how watches worked, the more interested I got into it. And then I realized that it takes years of training to properly repair a pocket watch like that. And so one thing led to another. I ended up going to watchmaking school. And once I graduated there, typically what a watchmaker does if they want a job with a certain company is they bench test for that company. And once you pass, for Rolex at least, there's a training program or level 40 training, that's like the basis.
So the bench test is like an audition?
Yeah, kind of. You can think of it like that.
Take this watch apart and put it back together again?
Yeah, it's essentially you service one watch, and based on how you do on that one watch, they'll give you a yes or no.
Do you know what it is, or it's just blind?
It's blind?
Yeah, you kind of go in blind, but it's it's going to be a Rolex caliber.
So the bench test happens before any of the training, though, right? So
Correct.
How do you get your hand on a Rolex if you're...
So at school, my professor had an old 3035 date just, so I got to practice on that. But a lot of people aren't so lucky. They just kind of go in blind with the skills that they have and have to figure it out.
Those are the people that work at TAG. Just kidding. Hey, just kidding.
We love TAG.
We love TAG.
We love TAG.
They're coming to speak with us. We all love them. Just kidding.
TAG's great.
So what does your day-to-day look like?
I kind of my days differ because I kind of have a system in place, but I can kind of tell you the week schedule.
Yeah.
So if you think about it from a service center standpoint, there's a few different stations where the watch goes throughout its visit to the service center. So one will be the estimators. The next will be the case gets disassembled and the movement gets cleaned, and all of this is done by a separate technician. And then it goes to another person doing the dial and hands, another person doing the regulation, another person casing up, and then it goes to quality control. And so in my shop, I have to do all of those jobs in a week by myself for a handful of watches. Usually I do about 5 watches a week.
Okay. I was going to ask how many.
Yeah. The goal is 5, but sometimes it's, a little less, a little more. I think my best week on record was like 8 or 9, which I felt pretty good about.
So I'm actually curious, just to kind of segue this in, is that you know how to work in Rolex, like the back of your hand at this point.
Right.
Are you able to do a side hustle outside?
I think about that all the time. If I set up a shop at home, yes, but that takes a lot of investment.
Okay. So you can.
Yeah, I have a little bit of freedom.
Because we know, like, as an AD, like a sales rep, like they have to be wearing, like, it's super strict with like the ADs, like what can you do, what you can't say, what you have to.
Yeah, the training for selling Rolex is pretty intense. I've been through it, but what you wear isn't quite. I mean, you got to dress nice. I heard you have to wear
like a Rolex watch if you're selling a Rolex.
Nope.
No, that's not true.
Because
no, I am the only. This is kind of a little flex. I'm the only employee at our store that has a Rolex.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Y'all heard that?
Level 40
right.
charge.
Level 40. That's right, baby. Hey, that ain't no Charmander.
Yeah, dude. That's
not it.
Charizard.
Holographic. That being said, I didn't buy it. It was a gift. So.
Ooh, hey.
Hey.
Omit that maybe a little bit.
Yeah. We're gonna cut that out.
We're not.
Yeah, we're just kidding.
One thing we seem to forget all the time is a wrist check, right?
Man,
right.
Wrist check.
All right. So, what are you wearing, Brendan? Go.
I got my
Is it the King?
No, I got the Speedmaster.
Stupid ass Speedmaster.
It's the new one.
Is it the Sapphire Sandwich?
Sapphire Sandwich.
Ooh,
It's the new one. Take a little gander at that bad boy. I call it the Omega Gimp suit because it gives me so much pain wearing it. It catches the bracelet catches my my hair all the time on my wrist.
Did you know that it's about to die? The amplitude is super low. Oh, it just stopped.
Oh shit.
Yo,
manual wind watches, baby.
He felt that
shit, dude.
by hand, like he
didn't
just
even
felt it.
he didn't even put it on the time grapher, dude.
No, I just looked at the case back, bro.
He just felt it.
When you see
Holy shit.
when you can watch the balance wheel move, amplitude is that low that you can see it like without blur.
Yeah,
wind your watch.
So today I'm wearing the Breitling. It's fucking Navitimer, but it's the monster one, the one that's 46.
It is huge.
It's huge, and I don't ever usually wear this, and usually actually, especially in the past couple of weeks since I got the Apple Watch, I haven't worn anything but the Apple Watch.
You got the what?
Apple Watch.
Okay, just
I know people are gonna shit on it, but
hey, be yourself, man.
That's right. Also, it plays
right.
Spotify without my phone.
Hey, thanks for. He just wound that.
Yep, that's right.
This is now actually considered a service watch.
Dude,
yeah,
that
by authorized Rolex.
That 3861 is a beautiful movement, man. I love that.
It's nice.
It's
beautiful.
I could spend hours just looking at that.
Yeah, it's like a cat toy, you know.
Yeah. How about you, Mr. G?
I didn't.
What you got on? What you got on?
I have my 36 millimeter Rolex Datejust reference.
Oh my, 36 boys
That's
again.
Right. 36 gang.
Winston, where you at? Where you at? 36 wrecking crew.
Yeah, this is the 126234. It's got the new 3235.
Oh,
I love that movement so much.
That is fresh, man.
Yep.
So clean.
Let me see that.
So beautiful, dude.
Oh, this is pretty clean, but
yeah,
all silver.
Clean.
Ooh,
pretty pimping, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, 36, man. 36 seems to be like a trend. Seriously, how about the Cellini line? What do you think of the Cellini line?
I personally, this is kind of like a controversial opinion. I love the Cellini line.
Is it okay?
Cellini.
So it is called Cellini.
It's called Cellini.
I've always said Cellini.
That's what
I've always called it Cellini, and we actually went over this before.
Yeah,
it is Cellini.
Yeah, it is Cellini. Well,
from the level 40.
It's funny because you do all this like from the level 40, it's Cellini. But you do all this like reading online, and you don't know
Yeah, you're
how
not-
things are
you're not
pronounced.
quite
right?
sure.
Until you socialize like
There's,
normal human beings.
There's a video that I watched by Ginny L on YouTube. I don't know where exactly she's from, but she pronounced like all the German and French brands properly.
Oh,
Nice.
Because like she knows how to do it, and it's
Someone
it
who
sounds-
knows how to
yeah.
say the real name for JJ Lecoutre.
Gégé Le Coutre or something like
Oh
that.
my god.
Yeah,
Woof.
it,
Down in Texas, we don't care.
Yeah, we just.
yeah. We just
I actually
JLC.
we wanted to know how to pronounce. Well, we pronounce it Rehout down here in Texas, but it's the
Rehout.
It's
is that
Reout.
Reout?
Reout.
Reout.
Yeah, the H
and
is
that
silent.
means enhance or to raise in French, right? Or
To
it
lower,
comes.
yeah, something like
Oh,
that.
to lower or something.
Dude, I am
Level
learning
Or no,
Sorry.
out is up. So yeah, re-out would be to re-up essentially.
You heard it from the level 40 guys.
Re-up.
It's
Reout.
Reout. How do you say it again?
Re-out.
Re-out.
Reout.
Out.
Like we out.
Reout.
Yeah,
Reout.
re-out.
Yeah.
We
Can
outta
people
here.
call it the what's the other way? What's the other term that people use? It's
What? I
the
thought it
flange.
was-
The flange.
What?
They call it the flange
Literally
sometimes?
never heard that.
I don't
never
really
heard
hear
that?
that
No.
either.
It must be like a watch you seek thing.
That is some gutter shit.
I don't know where the hell I'm getting my info from.
Not watch you see because you got banned.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, you got banned from watching?
I didn't get
Damn.
well.
No,
I got,
he's
I
banned.
Didn't, I didn't get well.
Rip.
Hold on. I can still use the forums, but I did speed posting so I could sell something.
Right.
And they caught me and they were like, they said some shit.
That's
they said
why-
some shit to me. I'm like, come on, man, let me just put the trades in at least. And he's like, nah, you're not good enough. I
That's
was
why
like,
you're
"Thanks."
in r/watch exchange now.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. I went to the gutter.
Yeah, he went to the.
I went to the
dirtier
neckbeards
place.
because
Yeah.
they'll
Right.
accept anyone, man.
That's
will.
right.
They'll accept anyone.
They will.
Unless you have a really really nice watch. But that's cool because that answered a lot of the things that I didn't know, like pronunciations of shit. But yeah, how about? Because I remember you said that you talk to customers. Is that-
Every now and then,
every
yeah,
now and
over the
then?
phone or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But have you ever had like some like Franken stuff come in and you're just like,
usually
what do I do with
usually
this?
it's not Franken. If there's Rolex policy, if it's an obviously fake dial, or if you open it up and there's a lot of like
NH35?
non-genuine parts, I haven't ever seen anything that bad. Yeah, usually it's a denial of service.
Ooh, denied.
So I've had a couple came in that were fake dials, even though the case was genuine, and I was like, nope, can't
denied.
do it.
Do you think anyone got past the goalie on like maybe a set of hands that were
Oh well, hands, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, you can just replace the hands.
okay?
But like
but dial's important.
yeah, big
case is
Dial
important.
case.
important
Bezel.
appearance parts. If those are fake, like a bezel insert, that's fine. You can that's like $40, you know. But like
the ceramic.
no, the ceramic I think is like 65 or something for the service replacement.
That's it.
I thought it was.
I
more.
can check, but
You got any bakelite over there where you're
Oh
at?
my god.
no, that's
Holy shit,
that's a
that's a four- you
little
can't- that's
yeah,
four
that's a
digits.
little too
Oh,
old
yeah.
for me.
Well,
It's
you
cool
can
though.
you can eat some and become like Spider-Man
Yeah.
or something,
Oh,
right?
speaking of which, like to shout out our sponsor for today's episode. We would like to.
We-
We'd like to thank
wait,
the
can I-
Radium Girls
The Radium Girls.
Yeah, the Radium Girls and
Thank you.
Starbucks.
and
And
Starbucks.
Starbucks. Hey, thanks.
Thanks. The croissants you sent us, and the coffee,
Delicious.
Oh, my
Thank you
God.
very much.
It's making this podcast happen.
fantastic. We received the Dogecoin from the Radium Girls already.
Yeah. Thank you.
from their-
R.I.P.
from the
Rest in
beneficiaries
peace.
of
R.I.P.
their
Rest in
Say
peace.
hi to Hans for us. We know you're all hanging out together.
Yep. Thank
Having
you.
a good
Thanks for
time.
listening.
Well, we wanted to kind of there's probably a lot of home watch hobbyists out
Right,
there.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's even how you got started in
kind
a sense,
of
right?
kind of
In
yeah.
a sense. So what about cheap Chinese tools? Are they good enough? Or can they do what you do every day?
No, you couldn't even get into the case backs with the stuff that you
Properly
have over there.
without messing it up.
damaging or scratching the case.
You can really? Not
yeah.
even with a duct tape ball.
Well, okay, yeah, you can kind of cheat your way around it with the duct tape ball.
Okay.
but-
Boom.
Okay.
But, yeah.
But and how about like this
yeah, that crystal press.
crystal press?
Yeah,
I was trying to mod a Seiko, and I swear to I didn't know if it was me. See how I bent it? kind of like bent, dude.
Wait, that didn't come in like
No,
that?
it was straight.
it is bent.
I was
see it.
bending the shit out of it. I was trying to get it, and I kept on breaking the gaskets.
Okay,
and so
I think-
was like, I
think your
give up.
problem might have been technique, not tools.
Okay.
I think that's
Hey, that's the reality
Yeah,
of it.
no offense, but it does take training to do a lot of these operations properly.
Okay.
You know,
So I can't blame the tool.
You should take a little bit of offense.
You
though.
can blame the tool for a little bit, because I wouldn't want that case press to replace the one that I have. But yeah, you can do this and that.
That's why
with
we're level
the,
0.
We're level 0. We're trying to get cheat codes.
Yeah,
though,
level
right
level
now.
0. Oh, I figured out what level 10 is. Level 0 is just your everyday customer that walks through the door, and level 10 is the special clients that actually get the watches.
Ooh,
There you
yeah.
go.
So
There you
we're-
go.
He said not the tire kickers.
Yeah, not the tire kickers.
Yikes.
No, actually, honestly though, we do have every now and then a person come in, and when we can tell that they really want the watch, the salesperson will work with them to do their best, because the salespeople, they want to sell watches as much as the customers want to buy them. We're all just as frustrated, I think. And I
Right.
think that's something that a lot of customers fail to realize.
They
Like,
kind
the
of
sh-
place the blame on the
The
AD.
shortage affects the AD
Yep.
as much as it does the customers.
So
Maybe even more so.
to the next question for a watch hobbyist repair.
Right. Yep.
Ultrasonic baths.
Uh-huh.
What can you use? What should you use for like detergents?
Yeah, so there's if you want to use the real stuff, LNR watch cleaning solution.
Okay.
Like case cleaning
And
solution.
and that comes like pre-mixed and everything
Premix.
like that.
No, well, so basically you do what I do is about 1 part of that solution to 5 or 6 parts water.
Wow.
Okay. And so that's because that solution is a very thick soapy solution. But you put it in there, heat it up. One thing I will recommend against: don't put the watch head in there. Just do the bracelets, and then use a soft toothbrush to get that soapy substance, and then just kind of brush your watch off, because the heat from those tanks will shrink the gaskets,
yeah.
and you can compromise your water resistance.
So I have a question. Because I shower with all
yeah,
my watches.
I listen to the podcast.
So I shower with them.
Right.
And that's how I clean it. Is it not advisable to shower?
I wouldn't
Shit.
do it. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
you're
do it.
wrong.
Oh,
All right, so my
no.
dad
And
listens.
here's why.
Okay.
Here's why.
Here we go.
So the soaps that are made for
Oh,
your body and your skin,
Get ruined,
They
Jay.
are-
Just get ruined. Get cut down a peg.
they are not designed for watches, and sometimes the mineral composition in those soaps can have a negative effect on the steel or the gold in your watch. So I personally wouldn't do it.
It doesn't affect like water resistance or anything. Just
Unless
case?
you're taking really hot showers and holding
It
the
gets
watch
steamy? Yeah,
right.
no.
Okay.
Okay, see,
also,
who cares?
unless you have like a screw down crown, don't go in a hot tub with a watch.
Oh shit! I do that all the
Really?
time.
Because
Wait.
honestly 200 meters water resistance or nothing in a hot tub. That's how I do it.
So my Grand Seiko that my
Right.
wife got me is 100 meters, and it's not screwed down.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
I've been on a ton of hot.
And is that
tubs.
because the heat
Why
shrinks
is
the
that?
gasket?
The heat to the gaskets.
Oh,
That
fuck.
is nuts, man. I
yeah,
didn't know that.
a lot of people
I
don't
didn't
think
know
about
that.
it, but
I never thought of that because I mean, like the Sea Dweller. I wear the Sea Dweller on the hot tub.
yeah, and
Yeah.
usually like if the gaskets are fresh, it probably won't be an issue.
Can hold up a bit.
Right.
Can take a beating.
Right. But when you're towards the end of your service interval, like 8 years or so, I'd be real cautious.
All right,
You heard it here first from Watch Cringe, man.
Okay, I didn't know that. That's the
That's
day I learned.
cool.
I
That
mean,
is a cool factoid.
because like I've always showered with it, never had an issue. Always
Right.
went to hot tubs with it, never had an issue. I think that's
So
just-
are you going to keep on showering with them?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
he didn't say that like it affected the water resistance or anything.
yeah, no, at the end of the day, it is your watch. You can do what you want with it.
yeah.
And,
Yeah.
that's why
But now I know to avoid
now you know.
the hot tub with my Grand
Pushed
Seiko.
down. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Honestly, I only get in a hot tub with a dive watch or my G-Shocks on. That's it.
Ooh, I
And-
love G-Shocks. What are your thoughts on the Royal Broke?
I've had 2 of them. I love that watch.
Dude,
It's
I
great.
love that one.
Yeah, I've got the yellow one and the clear one.
Did you see the steel ones that they made?
Yeah. It's kind of,
No, you're not a fan.
Not a fan?
Not a
Holy
fan.
shit,
Not
I
a fan.
love
Okay.
it.
Kind of. I think having a metal G-Shock is kind of cringe. You know what I mean?
Oh, damn.
Because like the whole point of the G-Shock is to have a piece of rubber that you can throw at a wall and not even worry about.
you could throw the steel one at the wall.
yeah,
no
but then you got to
problem.
worry about the wall.
Yeah. You have to worry about the wall or the person you're throwing it at. So
Exactly.
in front of you, I have some, I hope, or high class oils.
So
For
I
watchmaking.
see one that I use here every day.
Mobius, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mebius.
Mebius?
Yeah.
He's teaching us how to speak, Jay,
Maybe.
for the first time.
See, English is not my first language. I can get away
Me
with
either.
that.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Actually, it is my first and only language.
Not mine.
It's lying out of your
So-
ass over here.
So, can you go through each one? Tell us what the oil is and where would you use it in the watch?
I'll take a picture too for the record.
Yeah.
Just because it makes it a lot easier for you guys to notice.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Take your little pic.
Because we're gonna put it on the IG, and you can learn from us. We're not all dick jokes on this podcast. We have some knowledge,
A little bit of class.
Yeah.
A little.
Okay, so I'll start with the 9010. That is something that's used on the gear train, on the lower torque components. So escape wheel and seconds wheel.
And is that? Do you put that in the
cup, in the jewel cup?
Okay,
yeah.
okay. This 9010, it's a thicker one.
It's actually thinner.
Oh,
yeah.
thinner.
I have no
And the next one, what do we got here?
So this is a natural grease. I think natural greases have not been used in modern watchmaking for like years.
The guy on eBay told me that they were, though.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
So this would be used to like if you're an antiquarian horology, so like servicing old pocket watches and stuff like that. Some people like to use only the lubricants that were available at that time. And so you could use natural greases and stuff like that to lubricate setting mechanisms and stuff like that. 9501 is next. That is a synthetic lubricant. Hold on, let me look at this real quick.
Yeah, he's actually capping it right now, looking at it, smelling it, tasting it. He's using all of his senses
I'm
right now.
not tasting it.
He's that good.
So I'm pretty sure 9501 is escapement grease. It's used to lubricate the
jewels on the pallet.
The jewels on the pallet fork, precisely. Yeah.
And is that one thicker or
That
thinner?
one is much thicker. Yeah.
Because it's just taking a beating all the time.
Well,
right?
it's so it's taking sliding friction rather than the rotational friction.
So rotational is thinner, sliding is thicker.
Generally, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Or you can also think of it as the higher level of torque in the area that needs to be lubricated, the thicker the lubricant is going to be.
Do that. And what's the last one there?
This is D5 microgliss, and I don't remember what it's used for actually. So
okay, that's a special one.
I think it might be a quartz lubricant.
Quartz?
Yeah, for quartz. Yeah, you can service quartz watches.
Oh yeah,
put a new battery, right?
Yeah. Put a new. Yeah, he put that on the battery. Yeah, he put that on the battery. That makes sense. We hope you like that very insightful run through of all these oils.
Yeah, I'm kind of a little not super fresh on all of these, except for the 9010 because I haven't used 9501 in a while, and I haven't used the other two, I think, at all. So
No, you're good, man.
You ask yourself,
well, this is all off the cuff.
Why does Brendan have these?
yeah, why do you have these?
I actually had bought this Bulova watch. Actually, I have it over here. Let me bring it
right?
up.
Oh man, I already that gave
11
me
ACD something.
Okay,
I don't know
yeah,
what the hell it is.
I've got a couple.
But
of
I had disassembled that and put it back together by my own, but it still was not working. I mean, it works. It like ticks for a bit and then it just stops. It's completely hosed. But I'm sure you could look at it maybe.
Yeah, you probably have an in-shake problem somewhere. That's usually like if it will run for a little bit and then stop.
Yes.
That means there's not enough space between the pinions and the jewels. So
interesting.
In order to fix that, either that or no, not new jewel. You just move the jewel. So either that or the pinions might be broken or bent, and or one of the jewels might be chipped and you didn't see it. There's so many things that it could.
You gotta get
be.
in there.
Right. I hate the way you have this stored. By the way, you got to put it in like a bag.
I had this in like a jam jar. Listen to it. This is the ASMR.
No, that's not the ASMR.
He hates that.
That's not it. That's not
Look
it.
at him smashing that. He hates that stuff. It's like his kryptonite. He comes in here. No, you sit down. You get down now.
If those pinions are damaged, they are worse now. Let me tell you.
That movement just got fucked up.
So Mr. Level 40 though, he brought in some watches of his own.
I did, yeah.
Let's take him out and let's see him.
Sure. So I heard on the first podcast y'all were talking about the watches that get you into watches, and so I have 6 of my personal collection, probably like the Core 6, as well as the one on my wrist. And so the first watch that I bought when I got into watches while I was in high school
An
is
Alpinist?
the green Alpinist.
Really?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
What do you think of the price now?
I think it's awesome.
Because you
I
fucking
think it's
asked
awesome.
one.
Yeah.
It's justified.
Yeah, I got it for $300 while I was in high school.
I know that there's probably gonna be some people who are gonna be listening who are interested in getting into the field of work that you do.
Right,
I know
yeah.
that there's a couple of like younger kids that like I got introduced to that are like watch guys and they service their shit like themselves. They're in high school. And
I would advise be very careful doing that because it's very easy to damage a watch if you don't have the proper training. If
So
you're trying
buy
to
a
service
bunch
it.
of like
Cheapo shit.
Raquetas and stuff like that.
Yeah, either
USSR
that or
watches.
the ETA, I think 6197. It's a big pocket watch movement. It's like 17 jewels.
Yep.
Best practice movement you can start with. Like
Just a three-hander, basically?
Yeah, three-hander. The AWCI build a watch.
Yep. I was talking
start
to
on
you
that.
about
Yeah.
AOC earlier.
Okay.
Start on that.
So yeah, well, how about advice though for pursuing a career in watchmaking? What do you give?
So start looking into schools. There's tons of them. There's a few different routes you can go. You can go to the schools that are affiliated with either Richemont or Swatch or Rolex. Rolex has one in Pennsylvania called Lidditz Watch Technicum. That is a very good school. But there's also programs at like junior colleges in different areas, and you can find very good value for money in education there. But yeah, I would just recommend start looking into the different programs and find one that works for you and apply.
Nice.
Nice. I mean, I think that that's cool. Like the whole getting into watches, it's something that you enjoy, making a career out of it.
I mean, it's like you don't come across a watchmaker every day.
Not a level 40.
Especially not a level
Especially.
Rolex level 40, official certified master GMT Rolex.
Just
Okay,
know
hold
that
on,
when he just know when he hits level 60, it's over for you bitches.
That's
yeah, he's
goddamn
coming
right.
for you, man.
That's right.
I honestly, I've been on the training list for level 50 for like 2 years. Well, I guess since COVID started, pretty much.
So what does that entail? How do you train to get to the next level? What do you do?
Basically, there's a program that Rolex has, and you go and basically service the Daytona movements and the cases, and get up to speed on all that. It's like I think caliber is 4130. Yeah, you get up to speed on the 4130s and the differences in servicing that case, and then you get back to it.
And another word that came to me that I don't know how to pronounce.
Okay.
Ebok. It's like the
Isn't it
Man.
Ebosh? or-
Ebosh.
I don't
Ebosh.
fucking know.
Ebosh.
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 You
If
know-
you know how.
E-Bombs World.
E-Bombs World. That's what it is.
That'll probably fly over.
That's
a couple
another
people,
throwback,
too.
man. I like the throwbacks. Let's do a little more interactive again.
Yeah.
I wanted
Okay.
to. So I got this Orient Chrono Ace, and there's a weird thing that happens on the time grapher with this thing.
Okay.
And I want to know what your take is. So I'm just
All
going to. You know what? It's probably not. I don't think I can wind this. I have to shake it.
Right.
Like a,
yeah, I tried
like a fucking
I
protein
tried to
shake.
wind that earlier, and it felt like
It's not. Yeah,
there's-
it's busted.
yeah, it felt like there's a one of the winding gears is missing teeth.
Shredded or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do they call it? Shredded?
I just say it's missing
Stripped?
teeth.
Missing teeth?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me get this thing wound up.
My God, he has been jerking his arm for like 30 seconds at this point.
Okay, let's put this on here.
Go ahead.
All right. What do we got?
So he's putting it on the time grapher. That's what that is, right? Oh, that's ASMR.
Okay.
Right off the bat, your amplitude is way too low. That needs to be serviced.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, your amplitude at pretty much full wind after that winding show that you gave us, it should not be anywhere below about 275, and right now it's at 194, so that's way too low.
There was this weird thing it was doing, and it's not doing it anymore.
Okay,
But
so-
it was doing this like kind of like
Right. So
That thing.
a wavy pattern,
the wavy
essentially.
pattern, the wobble, right? They call it
the
the wobble.
Yeah, that means that one or more of your wheels or teeth are out of alignment. They're out of center or flat. So essentially, it's not trued. And basically, either that wheel needs to be flattened out again, or it needs to be replaced.
Okay.
Do you want a technical explanation for why that happens?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
so-
please. That's what. Yes.
So essentially, if you think about gears, when they transfer energy from one gear to the next, if it's not, perfectly perpendicular, the gear to the pinion, if that's not perfectly perpendicular, it's not going to be as efficient as possible. So if it's tilted up just a little bit, you lose tension, or you lose a little bit of power. You lose a little bit of power in the transfer either way, but you lose more if
It's like less efficient of transferring that power.
Precisely. Precisely. And so when you have a wavy wheel like that, as it rotates, it's it'll go from flat to up a little bit and then back down a little bit. So that will cause an uneven distribution of force from one gear to the next.
Okay, that makes sense.
And so that is reflected by the balance wheels.
It's kind of like when someone runs over your bicycle wheel and it's like kind of pancaked a little bit.
Yeah,
it's kind of like that. Okay, gotcha. Well, thank you.
Like that.
Thank you so much for that. That was awesome.
That's rad as fuck.
Yeah, it definitely needs to be serviced though, because the amplitude is way too low. So I would.
And what is this lift angle thing? Because I know
lift angle is essentially. So
because I know it affects the amplitude reading, right? The readout, right?
Right. So if you think about the pallet fork delivering, that's okay. So he just put his Breitling on here, 290 degrees amplitude. That's great.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that's great.
That's good, dude.
Now, if we put it into 3 high position, it'll drop. The amplitude will drop a little bit over time.
And it just did, dude. This guy is level 40 legit. I just saw that thing drop before my very own eyes.
Yeah, it's down to 275 now, and
but
so
minus 17 seconds a day. Damn,
it's not bad. It's not bad.
I was about to
Damn,
say
he said not bad.
Okay,
Hold on, bro.
Dick.
I'll
so legit,
flex on y'all real quick. I'll put my
shit.
old ass.
Okay, yeah.
This is my
Level
old
40
long
about
jeans.
to fucking show
He's
us
about to
his
kill
long
us right now.
jeans.
He's
Go
about
ahead,
to kill us
bro.
with the vintage watch.
Yeah. So, sometimes amplitude you can. Oh wait, hold on. Let me.
Yeah, ASMR. That.
Oh, it just got to full wind as I put it in. Damn.
That was a good ASMR
That's a
whine
great-
though.
Yeah, minus 4 seconds a day.
It's pretty good.
Beat error leaves a little bit to be desired. Amplitude is a little low, but
How old is this watch though?
It's from the 40s.
Yeah, that thing's great condition.
It's insane.
That's a great condition watch.
I'm impressed.
By the way, if anyone wants to buy any of these watches that level 40 just touch, they are Rolex certified and serviced.
Level 40 Rolex certified.
Yeah.
I actually haven't gotten a chance to service a couple of these, but
Every watch he touches turns to a Rolex.
It has
to
been
gold.
serviced as long as he's touched it.
Yeah.
Serviced.
Yeah, every time I wind a watch, it's considered a full service.
You know what's a little bit funny? One of our ads just hit me up because he saw the story.
No.
Yeah, he says.
yeah.
What'd he say?
He
What'd he
wants.
say?
I
He wants to
support.
hop on.
Yeah, hop
because
on the gravy train,
because he
baby.
needs to hear. He says the world needs to hear from an AD. Set the record straight. Shit.
Oh,
Yeah, honestly I agree because ADs
You know
get a
what?
lot of shit on like the forums for
The
Yeah,
Rolex
they get
ones,
tons.
Yeah,
bro,
they-
they're crucified.
right. Yeah, people think that
They're
we
taking
have
their anger out on them.
Yeah,
That's
people
it.
think we have all of the desirable models in a case in the back. I don't even I haven't even seen a sub or a GMT in a complete steel case in months.
Wow.
And it's like, what would you do in that position if you were running a jewelry store and you had like one Daytona coming in that year? Who are you
goes-
going to give it to?
The highest
Yeah.
buyer.
Your
dude.
loyal customer, someone who's shopped with you before.
The guy who
why
bought
would you give
a
it to a
Nor
random
Cane.
person? Yeah, the
who
guy
bought
that
a
bought
Nor
the
Cane.
cane. Yeah,
the
exactly.
first ever Nor Cane.
Exactly.
That's who gets
That's
it.
who gets the Daytona.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, we went straight to Daytona.
Yeah,
Just
we were talking about
jumped
Daytona
over
right
Pepsi.
there. Yeah.
Jumped over the Pepsi.
It'd be funny if I just keep on using that excuse. Like, come on, man. Like,
I bought a Nor Cane from you.
Yeah,
Come
that one
on.
time, like 10 years ago, man.
The Nor Cane, the first sale.
First one. You don't remember that?
How rude.
I hope you're all of you that are listening are taking notes. We are going to quiz you, and if you get it wrong, we're going to put a
What do you do?
paywall on the.
Oh,
We're going to put a paywall on the podcast.
that's really aggressive on episode 2.
I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
damn, bro.
We're going to be free
For a long
for
time.
a long time. Don't worry, probably forever.
Yeah,
What's the point?
that's right.
Bonus
'Cause we're gonna
episodes
get
on Patreon or
We're gonna
what?
get canceled
Yeah,
on
that's true, yeah, we
canceled
get
by
premium.
Christmas. So
Yeah, we are. So what's the point of putting anything on there?
that's right.
So I mean, that's all really my technical
yeah.
stuff.
Sure.
So let's
Kinda
get
put this
to
on.
some of the nitty gritty shit. Right?
Uh-oh.
There we go.
He mentioned he was an Eagle Scout and he loves
Oh no.
Tacomas.
I do love Tacomas.
I know. Like, there's a lot of people who love Tacomas.
Yeah, there's kind of like a
2 of 3 people in this room have a Tacoma. It's not me.
It's kind of like a
What's
cult
up?
following around
It
Tacomas,
is.
I think.
Very much so.
Yeah, because they've been, they're kind of a proven reliable truck, and they are nuts on trails.
Yeah?
So, yeah.
See?
Dude, Brendan has admitted to me he's never used crawl control or
Yikes.
or been on a trail in his TRD off-road.
Yikes.
However, the crawl control on those things is crazy, man. It's like
The
mind-boggling.
camera system I have in there is insane.
What year is yours?
2021.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you got
And-
all the fancy upgrades.
Yeah, it's like, dude, when I'm parking, it's like a bird's eye view of my car. Like I'm
Yeah.
gonna
How does
Yeah,
it
that's
do that?
crazy.
How
I
do
don't-
cars do that?
So it has cameras on the front,
It's like
back, and
soda?
sides, and then it's like this algorithm that just processes the images to like turn it flat. It's like it's crazy.
Yeah.
But they also do it for when you're going off roading. It will show you what's underneath your car because it plays back the last like 5 seconds or whatever to show you like what's actually underneath. So you can like
Yeah.
go over like rocks and
Yeah.
very carefully.
It's pretty cool if you don't know how to drive off-road.
That's why it's the beginner's off road. Yeah, it's the beginner's package.
Yeah,
Sign
no,
me up.
I joke about that because I don't have all the goodies. I have a 2016 Limited 4x4, so like basically I have 4-wheel drive and that's it. But it's
But then you look at your truck. You have a fucking tent.
I do have a 10
that
on
thing.
it.
He has a house on wheels.
He lives in his truck actually.
That's not true.
Man, I'm over here. I drive my wife's car. It's it's a 2020 Toyota Corolla. And also
2020 though.
Yeah, I mean,
Dude, that's fresh.
it is fresh.
It's got warranty
Fresh off the
still.
lot.
It's
baby.
the same exact car that Saul has, but in a different body. Saul has the Lexus RF
Oh, yeah.
whatever.
Right. It's the same
Yeah.
thing.
Same thing. We have one more thing. We have the ASMR thing.
Yeah. What are we doing for ASMR?
All right.
I want one of the from the guests.
So this is
It's gonna be good.
this is
gonna be nice.
the new 3235 caliber.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
You don't like it?
It's a rough wine, but
Sometimes people
it's
like
act-
it rough, man.
It's actually pretty smooth for automatic.
Shout
'cause
out to
there's
my
wow.
Oh Jesus! You want me to edit that one out?
It's all right.
Signing off, guys.
Hey,
thanks.
thanks again
Level
to
40 for coming
level
on.
40 we came out.
Thanks for having me, guys.
We'll probably
It was
have him
fun.
again at some point
Yeah,
when he hits level
that's
50
a
or
lot
60.
of knowledge. I was like smooth brain when I first came here. Now I got
Now you got
wrinkles.
ridges.
I got
huh?
some ridges. Yeah, man.
You gotta
Yeah.
think about that stuff every day, baby.
Take it easy.
Take it easy. Bye.